Tamil Nadu Global Investors Meet 2024 is happening in Chennai on January 7 and 8.
Hello and a warm welcome to Federal special program Capital Beat. The big story, the political story rather, I would say, comes out of the JDU camp today, where Nitish Kumar once again becomes the president of the Janata Dal United and Lallan Singh quits as the party president. Now, this has multiple meanings, and what are the kind of signals which Nitish Kumar is giving through this National Council and the National Executive meeting, which was held in Delhi's Constitution Club today. Now, there were resolutions passed in favor of the caste census, and just a short while back, there was a briefing by party spokesperson KC Tyagi, and he very clearly said that Nitish Kumar is the convener of the Ideas of India Alliance. He is the Prime Minister of the Ideas of India Alliance. So he's trying to give a message to India Alliance. Some reporter also asked him that whether he would join NDA. So KC Tyagi very cleverly said that nobody is an enemy in politics. So that is what he meant. But the biggest news point also which was out from this meeting and what unanimously was decided that probably Nitish Kumar will go on a nationwide awareness campaign on the caste census. And this would begin sometimes in January from Jharkhand. So what would one make out of this national executive meeting? There were so many speculations that Nitish Kumar might quit India Alliance, he might join NDA. And he also said, in fact, KC Tyagi, when he was briefed press, he also said that if we are invited for the Ram Temple inauguration, we will go without any hesitation. So conflicting signals coming out of the JDU camp, but what does it mean nationally? What does it mean for India Alliance? And the big question, does Nitish Kumar remain a sitting duck in the hands of the BJP? Joining me now is a very special panel, all the three very, very senior journalists, two of them joining from Bihar, Satish K. Singh, who has been the former chief editor-in-chief of the Z News. So thank you so much for joining. We have Anand Sahai, senior journalist and political commentator. Thank you so much. And we have Ashok Mishra joining us from Patna. Thank you so much, Ashokji. And let me begin today's conversation with Ashok Mishra. Ashokji, you must have spoken to a number of leaders who were inside the JDU meeting. What have you really picked up? And if you look at the briefing by KC Tyagi very clearly, what does it show? Is it a message to the India Alliance? Is it a message for the BJP? And do we see Nitish Kumar as a strengthened leader after this national executive in the National Council?
Well, Nilu, today's meeting was, the decisions were already taken that Lalan Singh will be removed from the post of the national president. Secondly, because there were certain, uh, the internal bickerings were there. Lalan Singh says, the party officially says that it is because Lalan Singh is going to contest the election from Munger parliamentary constituency, which he represents these days. So he will be contesting elections, so he won't find time to do all these the party affairs. Second thing is that there were a lot of bickerings about his leadership. People say that he was a bit arrogant with the people, with the party workers, with the MLAs, with the MPs. So there could be something. There could be some truth in it. But the decision was taken earlier, so there were lot many hue and cry made in the national and local media in Bihar and at the national level. But I don't think he is going to move towards BJP or joining NDA at the moment. There is no indication at all. In fact, many people say.
But Ashok, if I may interrupt you, KC Tyagi was asked this question by a reporter, and he said that we are not averse. In fact, he says that nobody is an adversary in politics. Now, does that mean that he's dropping in hints that if there is an opportunity given, he will not be averse to the idea of joining NDA? Does it mean that?
See, in politics, the doors are always open. I don't rule it out, first. Secondly, I already told you that at the moment, JDU and Nitish Kumar will remain with the India Alliance. There is no change in its earlier decision they have taken. In fact, Nitish Kumar had initiated this India Alliance from Patna, as you know. So at the moment, there is no such decision. But when it comes to seat sharing, as there are a lot many, from Bengal, from other places, from other states, the local leaders, the regional leaders are saying that no, the seat sharing. So if there is a problem in the seat sharing in coming days, which I think in next week or maybe a couple of weeks later, in that case, uh, there are chances that Nitish might move towards BJP. But I don't think it is at the moment any consideration about it in the party right now.
Okay, all right. Now let me come to Satishji. That Satishji, what do you pick up from today's meeting? And if I may ask you a very blunt question, what does this meeting mean for Nitish Kumar? Obviously, he has taken over the reins of the party once again as a president, but does he still remain a sitting duck? Because there were speculations that BJP is trying to conspire against JDU, BJP is trying to break the party might split. Now, does that possibility still remain, or we see Nitish Kumar emerging as a more strengthened and a more powerful leader who is in control of things now? Yes, Satish.
Well, the answer lies in the fact that there is a question. The answer is a question. Why this meeting at this fag end of the year? All of a sudden, why this meeting? Now the answer is simply he's trying to play a Beabru and a sympathy card. Now he'll be on a nationwide tour, as you said, on the caste census thing, coinciding with the Rahul Gandhi's new yatra called Nyaya Yatra. So both will walk or traverse in a different way.
Yes.
Precisely, he has given the stern message to the INDIA alliance that you guys give me nothing. I am the ideator of the opposition alliance. I was the one to have made the first move. So if you are not giving me anything, you have not given me anything. I am free to walk away anytime at my on my terms and conditions. Nitish Kumar is one such person who plays like a center forward by being on the center line. So from there he can go the right out, he can go the left out, and then he will come in from the left in position or in the right in position. And you see, CS obviously has given a very solid political signal when his party says that he has no problem in going to Ayodhya Mandir inauguration. If he can go for Yogi's inauguration, why not Ayodhya? So you can see all the messages are hidden, and then it comes Lalan saying or whatever. He was no issue at all. Let me tell you, maybe there is a problem in every party at every level where you have 4-5 leaders. That is there. But the bigger picture is that
there were reports that Lalan Singh was trying to build his proximity with RJD, and apparently that was the aspect which was disliked a bit by Nitish Kumar. And was that the reason why he quit as president?
Nitish is more closer to Lalu any day than anybody else in this country. Even during the time when he was in opposition camp, right now he is with him. So let us forget this. Lalan Singh is no issue. The issue is bigger. You could have heard that he has been giving warnings to Congress party that they have delayed the things. Everything is there. So I think he has given enough signals, and I had certain reports about it also, that he might, just walk away and float his own INDIA. So-called Federal Front, Third Front, or his like-minded parties. So he has opened the door. I'm not saying that he has kept the doors open, but he has opened that gate. So he can go either way. He has now options. One more thing I would like to add, with these development, by Nitish taking up the national role as a president, and things turning this way or that way, I presume that there is something going to happen in Bihar very, very soon. They might wait for the new year, wait for the Makar Sankranti, but something is on the churn, because I heard that Tejasvi was to go for a foreign tour, and as well as that he's likely to be, he's likely to produce himself before ED. There is a summon to him. So things are changing very fast in Bihar.
No, but
How
what
does
could
it
be
play?
that big
How,
idea? I mean, what could be that big churn you are talking about?
Maybe that Nitish goes aside. He leaves once he had left the chief ministerial post. Maybe that there is a snap election in Bihar. He dissolves. He goes for the dissolution of the assembly. Maybe
Okay.
that you see a change of guard there at the chief ministership.
Hmm.
Maybe that clandestinely of the camera. Maybe Tejasvi gets into that seat. With whose support? I leave it for you to guess. That's a very difficult thing to say openly. So all possibilities are there. But whoever says that there's going to be split in the JDU without Nitish's, I don't think it is going to happen anytime soon.
Right. So
It's all
you
about
commit
saving the
that.
turf. See, listen. It's all about saving the turf, the party, and the territory of Bihar. And on that account, I don't think there is a difference between JDU and RJD. Both are very, very protective of their vote bank and their territory, like many others are, like Mamta is, like Akhilesh
Right.
is.
Right.
Don't mistake it. They are also the same. They want to save their own territory. So that is there. Now it's for the ball is in the Congress's court and the other partners of the India alliance. You see why? Either they have to elevate Nitish in a leading role,
Hmm.
convener or whatever.
Right.
Uh, Maybe that Kharge makes himself clear that yes, Nitish is our leader. You
Hmm.
see, until unless he gives something to at national level for Nitish, he is going to walk away. He does walk away all alone by his own brand of INDIA parties, or he joins hands with NDA. I can't say right at the moment because he plays politics as per the contextual situations.
Right. All right. So you've dropped too many hints, Satishji, and I'm going to come to Anandji now. Anand, what do you read of Nitish Kumar as what comes out from today's meeting? Like Satishji was saying, and he's dropped in a lot of hints that there could be a big churn, which is on the cards, probably say around 14th of January when the Bharat Nyaya Yatra of Rahul Gandhi starts. Maybe there's a big churn. But what do you make of Nitish Kumar? Is it some kind of a pressure tactics on the India alliance to declare him as the PM candidate or maybe as the convener? So do you read this as some kind of a pressure tactics?
Well, it is, we have already just heard two very sober analysis of the Bihar situation, the wider Bihar situation, not only about Nitish Kumar's party. That's one thing to keep in mind. The second thing to keep in mind is that Nitish Ji's Yatra will be roughly coinciding with Rahul Gandhi's Yatra. And therefore, there is nothing very sacred or religious about it. So a perfectly good, decent Hindu like me, if I was invited, I'll say no, thank you. But I can well imagine many, better minds and people with better conduct than myself saying yes, I will go. It is Ram Lalla after all, no matter what shape or form. So if Nitish ji goes there, I mean that alone for me is nothing very much to be guided by, but that coming alongside several other things which have been spoken about just now by our colleagues earlier, do raise a question that something is afoot. What we have to, and where is that leading to? Is it going to lead away from the objective of having 1 against 1 in approximately 400 of 450 seats for the Lok Sabha election. If it detracts from that objective, whatever Nitish ji is doing, whatever Lalu ji may do, in response and so on, whatever Congress may do in this one, Congress is a very small player. So these two are the real players. So will it aid that or will it take away from that? That's one thing. Two, already we know so far, what's happened in the course of the day, it detracts from the overall, impression of an alliance of the opposition parties developing, in a people who hear this news today will be further confused. Although I have to say this, that in Bihar, eventually it will be Lalu's party, Nitish's party, BJP, to a much smaller extent, Congress party. They have to go about, the mix available to them in the state.
Right.
Looking at it from the hard election point of view,
Right.
the mobilizing and so on, the caste politics, not merely caste arithmetic. Caste arithmetic wise, Nitish ji's, I don't like to speak in these terms, but his caste background, people of that background are not too numerous in terms of numerical strength. That's all I meant.
Right.
And I think there is a certain degree of between the social base of Nitish ji and the Bhajpa. They have worked fairly in tandem quite a lot. This is one aspect of it. But two, Nitish Kumar is going to campaign on his yatra, putting forward the agenda of caste census.
Right.
So that's what's being said.
Yeah.
Sorry?
No, I said
caste
census. Yeah.
Caste census, yes. Or the caste census. Now, caste census is something which has its value. How will he join BJP? Therefore, I'm not too sure of that, because in the BJP, if he doesn't get to be prime minister or prime minister oblique convener or convener, is he going to get the PM's post on the other side in the BJP alliance? So if at all he moves away, then I would say there is a greater likelihood. We are speculating very wildly right now.
Right.
A greater likelihood, I would say, of him going on his own, forming a small bunch of parties. This Akla Chalo Rahe business. Lekin uska asar overall, will it hurt the idea of one against one or will it not?
Right.
That's
right.
one thing. Yeah. And so I think it is perhaps not unlikely that Nitish Kumar, the Chief Minister, may choose to go to the polls early. If he does that, in order to the value of his own social base,
right,
if there to be elections, that idea has been, is there, in the background. Whether it comes about or not, I cannot say. But then will you have Lok Sabha election and Bihar election? I say, what the consequences, electoral and political, will be, can't say. But yes, I think Mr. Nitish Kumar has, done quite enough in the day to make everybody go around in circles.
Yes,
Yeah,
absolutely. Now, if what Anand is saying, and also Satish ji said it in the beginning, that he might just go with some kind of a federal front if things don't work around with India alliance. Ashok, if I may ask you, do you see today's meeting as something which Nitish Kumar would perhaps see it as supplementing India alliance, or he's drifting away from India alliance? Because he's also passed a resolution on caste census, which is purely and purely India alliance's agenda. Then this Nyaya Yatra of Rahul Gandhi, which starts, then again, the focus is going to be on justice and social justice, and the politics of social justice will be on the center stage. So do we see Nitish Kumar drifting away from India alliance, or do we see him walking on his own or going it alone, as what Anand just mentioned? And also Satish ji dropping few hints on that. Yes, Ashok.
No, Nilu, I don't think Nitish Kumar will drift away from India Alliance, number one, because as I said, it was his idea, and the first idea he floated in the meeting that there should be one and one contest against the BJP or the NDA allies throughout the country on at least 450 Lok Sabha seats. These were if you remember, this was the first resolution, first decision taken at the first meeting, and before that also. So he is not going to drift away from India. The number 2 point is that he is not happy with whatever has happened in the India alliance. First of all, the meetings were delayed. The Congress was busy in the state elections. And so he has raised it several times that no, we should. And there is one more point which Nitish was angry with, was that the other allies of India were not invited. There was no seat sharing in these 3-4 states where the elections had just concluded. So of course, he was angry with it. Now that the India Alliance meetings have started, there are seat-sharing talks going on. So Nitish Kumar, the one thing the JDU sources told, that all the other regional parties are headed by their leaders, except the Janata Dal U, which was headed by Lalan Singh. Now Nitish Kumar is the supreme leader of Janata Dal U, so he has taken over for this election. Maybe he may hand it over to someone else as acting president or working president in days to come, in weeks to come. And maybe Vijay Chaudhary, the name of Vijay Chaudhary, and as I told you in the earlier discussion, that Ramnath Thakur, who is the son of Karpuri Thakur, so EBC votes he is angling about, because he is very focused on that social engineering, caste calculations. And Nitish Kumar is considered to be, his social engineering has always paid him. Electoral dividends he has got through this social engineering. So he will move around the country talking about the importance of caste census throughout the states, other states also. So he is not going to drift away from India Alliance. He is not going to float another smaller alliance or whatever, federal alliance or whatever, which we are discussing now. I don't think he is going to do that, because the end result ultimately will come to the same. So the opposition will remain divided. One strong opposition, you can't think of one strong opposition with Nitish Kumar taking away other like-minded political parties and moving around the country for the elections.
Ashok, if I may interrupt you.
And Congress is another alliance.
Ashok, if I may interrupt you, does that mean that with today's national executive and the national council meeting, Nitish Kumar has sown the first seeds of disunity within the India alliance? Has he dropped very strong hints on that?
What did he say? KC Tyagi at the press conference said that they are not averse about joining NDA. Right. This was the indication he made. But he did not say that they are going to join the NDA. My talks with the senior leaders, they say, in fact, Lalan Singh for that matter. Lalan is considered, people say that Lalan is close to Lalu Prasad Yadav, and he is going to make Tejasvi Yadav the chief minister. That's why they are angry with him.
Right.
But these allegations he ruled out while I was talking last week before he left for Delhi. This is wrong. I am not with. Why should I be? Because Janata Dal U, Nitish Kumar, Lalu Yadav, with Congress and left parties, they form a formidable alliance in Bihar. But the BJP cannot even reach that position. BJP is trying to drive a wedge in the caste, this different castes that love Kush. He is trying to, they are trying to, lure Kushwahas from the love Kush combination. They are trying to divide the EBC, extremely backward caste. As I told you, Bihar has two, Annexure 1 and Annexure 2. So they are trying to divide it. But ultimately, but why is BJP trying to do that? Why isn't BJP going for on Hindutva card? It's not playing the Hindutva card. And I will like to point out one thing more. Accepting the invite for this Ayodhya Ram Mandir issue by Nitish Kumar and visiting that place doesn't indicate anything. But it's a common thing, it's a choice. Because all the chief ministers are invited. So many of them will go, many of them will not go. So that is their individual choice. I don't think there is any politics behind it. And my information says Nitish Kumar is very strong. He will not walk away from India and he will remain with India. And at least he is not going to join hands with
All right.
BJP.
Right. So if he's not joining hands with BJP, Satishji, if I may come to you, that does it look like a very well orchestrated strategy by the India Alliance, where Nitish strengthens his own party and then he uses the same strategy which BJP adopted of collective leadership. And maybe Nitish is doing a very clever job of dropping in names. Like Nitish now today, KC Tyagi said that he is the Prime Minister of the Ideas of India Alliance. Kharge's name was propped up, as a PM candidate. So is it a clever strategy by the India Alliance? And now the second protagonist, of course, looks like Nitish Kumar, who today has expressed that, he was wanting to become the PM of India Alliance. So is it a strategy, a very well-oiled strategy by the India Alliance to prop up various names for the Prime Minister's post as far as India Alliance is concerned?
Nilu, it may be strategy for me, for you. It may be a well-oiled strategy for you. For me, it's not.
Okay.
I can say that it may be possible that the Bihar parties are playing orchestra, the regional parties, two parties alliance, RJD and JDU, to prompt and elevate Nitish. One directly, one from the background. Now, Nitish has played the bait. You take it or I move out. That is it. If you elevate me, I will remain here. If you don't, I break away and my options are open. That is what the message is. And who is saying that INDIA is united and they have come to a point where they can, hone in their strategy and play out like that? I don't think they have done anything more than that, having a ragtag kind of a assembly of parties 4 times in 1 year. So, and it's in my view, it's Nitish's caste versus Rahul's caste now. Okay. Rahul Nyay means Nyay for everybody, justice for everybody, and he is reiterating again and again on this caste count. And Nitish believes that he is the protagonist of the caste count. You see, so both will clash here. Where are you talking about this strategy? It's not no more there. It's
okay. So you are seeing it as a competing interest between the two, between Rahul and Nitish.
Definitely yes, and it's INDIA, in my view, take my word, it's withering away.
Okay.
And there is a strong probability now that there will be 2 blocks within INDIA with 2 separate blocks in a form of Gathbandhan.
Right. Okay. So interesting take over there. And Anandji, I'll come for the concluding remarks to you now. So what does it mean? I'm totally confused after this half-an-hour discussion today. What Nitish really wants to do? Does he want to stay with India Alliance? Does he want to break? Or has he sown the seeds, as I asked Ashok, that has he sown the first seeds of disunity within the India Alliance? What do we make of Nitish Kumar now? Is it some kind of a trump card? Or is it some kind of a real big game which nobody is able to comprehend?
I think you're not the only one who will be confused. There'll be lots of people speculating wildly in Bihar and outside. That's for sure. The other question is, why did the Bihar chief minister take the step? It's a very, the step taken is something quite dramatic, So why did he take the step? Now, I never said earlier that, Nitish is breaking away at that time when you first spoke to me, I raised, several possibilities without putting my bet on any of them. But I was merely thinking that this action of Nitish Kumar will not enhance the reputation of the India Alliance. What's going to happen to the India Alliance subsequently? This I cannot say. I'm not in a position to, I don't have a looking glass just now, although many confusing things are happening. I will not make any dire predictions of any kind. But I think Nitish Kumar has a certain standing in Bihar politics. He has a certain standing in national politics as well, in their own respective ways. Nitish Kumar and Lalu Yadav, for all the various drawbacks about which so much has been written over the decades, they're both seen as people who've made a mark, and they definitely have their followers, and what they do, etc., has a meaning in in the life of Bihar politics. All that is true. So I think we need to see. I think the first indications of which way the wind is blowing is not going to come out of what's happened today, but when Nitish ji, what's being said, what the response, right? And will the other forces in Bihar, social forces, political parties, what will be the attitude of RJD, Laluji's party, to this? We don't know that yet, right? What will be the Congress's attitude? We don't know that yet. But I think if these people are focused on protecting the India Alliance, because what's happened today has definitely not enhanced its reputation. Now, but the step has been taken. Why was it taken? Was it in order to make Nitish Kumar Prime Minister of India? Regardless of who wins in the election in May. Now, if that is the case, then I personally think it is not a very pragmatic step to take if that is the objective.
Absolutely.
Right. We don't know what the numbers will be on the India Alliance side and on the BJP side, or the BJP numbers look good. Then on current showing, we know who the Prime Minister will be.
Right.
If India Alliance numbers are better than BJP and its partners' numbers, if that is going to happen, then we'll see, what different parties have. That will be one starting point. I'm not saying that alone will be the determinant.
Right. Yeah, absolutely.
May or may not be. But at the moment, I think Nitish ji's whole thing to assert his position and say that, listen, I'm very upset, and I'm doing all this in order to smoothen my path to be Prime Minister. I think I don't think it's come to that. I don't think that is the case at all. So the rest is all very speculative at this stage. But the only thing is, it has not enhanced the reputation of the India Alliance.
Right, absolutely. And Nitish Kumar has managed to leave everyone guessing, the wily politician. Nobody knows what is going on in his mind. But yes, he has dropped several hints and has left everyone so confused at the end of the day. Thank you so much, Anand Sahai, Ashok. Thank you so much for joining. And one appeal to the viewers who are watching this discussion: subscribe to our channel, send us a feedback, and stay tuned to the Federal.
Tamil Nadu Global Investors Meet 2024 is happening in Chennai on January 7 and 8. Subscribe to the Federal's YouTube page for more news and updates.